everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Heike, this is my assistant Lola, and you're watching Stone Cold Coffee Crafts. Today is Monday, June the 29th, and this is my first nearly daily crafty chat for this week. So last weekend was quite obviously finishing frenzy weekend, because today I have two finishes for you. First one you can already see. It's my Where Stars Come From DIYmoon Shop. It's from their current new artist release, Jeremiah Morelli. The release is still running one more day, so today and tomorrow. And as long as the month of June is still running, you can get any Jeremiah Morelli painting. Kitty, not down on the beads, you will get cat hair everywhere. You can get every painting with the special treatment beads for free. Also, the giveaway some of my fellow ambassadors and I are running is still open. Mine is still open until the end of the day-to-day German time. Check out the unboxing video for this. It has a lot of time zones in the description box to tell you what that means time-wise for you. But it is going to end on 1 minute to midnight today, my time. Anyway, that's not exactly why you're here. So I did, usually I split my day. Yeah, Kitty, I see that you're trying to kill my knitting. I'm trying to split my day mostly evenly between diamond painting, stitching and knitting. It's never completely even. Usually knitting loses by time spent on it quite a bit. But this weekend I decided to do it a bit differently, and I started out with all stitching on Friday. And then I did all diamond painting on Saturday, and I decided to do all knitting on Sunday, which I frankly did not quite end up doing. I did nothing but knitting on Sunday, but I didn't spend as much time on it as I had thought I would. Ooh, what's that noise? That scared the cat. I think they are trying to clean up the shrubbery down at the basement level, at the base level where our main door is, and they just, I don't know, hit something metal. It's not good. It's alright, kitty, they are not coming for you. But I still managed to finish quite a bit, and the first thing I finished was my stitching, which you are going to see in a few minutes. But on Saturday I sat down and I thought, let's try and finish this thing here. I had 3 sections left because I didn't diamond paint on Friday, and I finished this painting 20 minutes to midnight. So I spent quite a few hours on this on Saturday. Ooh, a cat. Yeah, I love you too. Please don't kill the whole setup here. No. The computer won't hold you. That's the same lamp that's always there. There's no insect whatsoever. Why have you? I somehow scared her, no. I tried to push her away and I scared her. Okay, please stop that, honey bunch. Stop that. She's trying to get through the lamp. I don't know what she has seen. There is nothing that should be of interest to her, but she can't climb up on the computer like she wants to, because that thing will then topple and break and I will cry. I can't afford a new one, kitty, remember that. I would have to pawn you. Alright, I've completely forgotten what I was telling you about. Basically, I finished this painting and I spent way more time on it than I should have in one go. But that's just what happens when I'm close to finishing something. I usually go all the way down the rabbit hole. So I have actually gone back and have switched up a few things. I have put in some more electric diamonds down here. I have gone back in and basically replaced every odd gray color diamond placed in the background and replaced that with an electric diamond because I think the gray ones meant stars. I also went in and put in quite a few up here, as you can see. So there are quite a few stars. I have a lot of these star beads left over because I only put them where I actually had a lot of shading around the stars. Otherwise it would have looked odd to put them in these smaller fields where there are just 4 or 5 beads. That would have looked odd because there was no shading whatsoever around the star itself, so I didn't do that. I have quite a few left over of those. Also, I put nearly all of the sapphire beads I had. I don't know if you can see them, but they are all here in this blue section. I mainly replaced the uppercase E symbol with them, and they are looking fantastic. I love how they came out. They don't show on camera very well, but they look absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and I think one fell off here. I have to replace that. I have a gap here, as you can see. Maybe I didn't push that down completely. That's the only thing you have with these special beads. You can't really, what I usually do is, because I'm not pressing down super hard when I place drills, I usually use that thing here afterwards to roll the diamonds down and make sure they are all completely down. When you have these special beads, they are all a bit higher. Both the electric diamonds and the sapphire raise up a little bit above the regular diamonds, and of course the stars do. It's not as easy to roll the diamonds down, so maybe I didn't push hard enough and that thing fell off. But that's not an issue. I am going to replace that as soon as I'm done with this video. Yeah. And I've nearly used up all of the mahogany AB drills that are down here in these red sections. Stuck in these here. I'm still thinking about going back and adding the rest in, but it actually looks pretty random to me, so I have to check. Anyway, I'm going to film a final review for this afternoon. And I'll get into all the details of the things I noticed while diamond painting on it. That's my diamond painting finish. But the first finish of the weekend was actually my stitching finish, which is Beautiful Things by Lindy Stitches. So I had estimated that I would finish this on Saturday, and I guess if I had stitched on it like a normal person, I would have, but yeah. I at some point on Friday I thought, can you do it today? Can you? Can you? And then everything was lost. Technically I did not finish it on Friday. It was Saturday morning, 2 a.m. or something like that. But yeah, I tend to say from my NaNoWriMo days, it's not the new day until you have slept. So yeah, and this is absolutely looking fantastic. I have to pick out a frame now. I actually have to pick out a ton of frames now because I have, how many finishes do I have lying around now that need to be framed? I think at least 5. But I might be wrong there, so I have to see. Both for diamond painting and stitching, I don't have any plans for today or tomorrow. I am, as I said, going to start on the last part of the Barbara Anna stitch along. So as soon as it drops on, when is the first? Wednesday is the first. So that's going to be the first project. Barbara Anna posted a sneak peek, or she didn't post a sneak peek. It's pretty much the finished thing. So she posted what part 3 is going to be, and I'm absolutely delighted to stitch that, because it's pumpkins and cats and yeah, everything cute. Can't wait to stitch that. But looking at it, I don't think it will take me very long. So I have a feeling I will start very, very soonish on the Christmas sale, which will also drop on Wednesday. And I had a bit of a thinking error here, because of course on Wednesday I'm going to do the Winter Quaker and not the Halloween. But I'm currently estimating I'm going to do the Halloween thing on the 2nd and probably the 3rd. And then I will do the first part of the Christmas on the weekend. And depending how long that takes me, I will be back to Frosty Forest afterwards. I have put Frosty Forest back on the frame, even though I just realized I probably need to take it off the frame again, because I need a frame for the Winter Quaker. And there's nothing that can come off the frame before I need to start this. So yeah, went a bit ahead of myself there. Anyway, proud finish. This is a pretty big piece, considering that this is stitched on 36 count, and it is still pretty big. I'm kind of proud that I finished it in under a month. Or was it under a month? Let me see. It was my last finish for Stitch Mania, but when did I start this exactly? I think it was under a month. I think I started this on the last weekend of Stitch Mania, but I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. It has been roughly a month. So kind of proud. And kept up with both of my stitch-alongs I'm actively stitching. Anything else I can say about this? 2 things I would like to say are, I wish that the flowers had been variegated flosses, because the blue one was. And I actually left the blue one to stitch for last as a treat to myself, because I wanted to go out on a very pretty variegated color. And I wish the other 2 flowers had been variegated as well, because I think that would have given them so much interest. Since they don't have any shading in them, it would have made them look a bit more interesting, I guess. No. I know you, cat. That's the one thing. And then a few of the colors in the bird blend a little bit too much for me. I don't know if you can actually see that, but the beak is a different color than the hat. And I'm not entirely sure this even shows up on camera. I think if I get close up, you can see that. Yeah, close up you can see that. These are different colors. I think they could have been a little more different in the end, just to distinguish a bit better. Same for his belly down here, which is a variegated over-dyed floss, and then the rest of his body, which is just a 3865 numbers. I don't know, this barely shows up, and in the picture of the pattern it shows up very, very well. So yeah, the photo is probably pretty enhanced as far as colors and contrast and stuff goes, but if you wouldn't try lying down on it, I wouldn't do that. So I don't know if that is actually the best choice to do this here. Not entirely sure. I can see it, but it's not actually showing up well enough to justify it being there. You know what I mean? Itchy nose, of course. But these are the only 3 things I would say could use a bit of improvement. If I were to ever stitch this again, this is what I would change. I would pick different flosses for the 2 flowers, and I think I would make his beak contrast a little more, and also choose a different color for his belly, just to make it stand out a little bit. So next is looking for a frame. deciding on a frame and buying a frame. And knowing myself, this is going to take until Christmas 2023. Which is not completely unlikely. Okay, knitting. So Sunday was supposed to be knitting and I did knit, but I did not knit as much as I thought I would. Also, I ran out before I could finish the row I am on right now. I ran out of the fluffy yarn, so I have to cake up my second skein today, and that's pretty much what made me stop on Sunday. So first up though, I have purchased something. I'm going to show you this. I purchased this yarn holder. This one is the one from Knit Pro. I was talking about the one from Chiagu in one of my last videos. It's basically the same thing, just that Knit Pro was 10 euros cheaper, so that's why I bought it. And I had both skeins on this, but like I said, I ran out of the fluff. And this is actually a pretty nifty tool. I had hoped it would be what I was looking for, and it absolutely is. So the base is pretty heavy, and it will absolutely stand up against pulling on the thread while knitting. So that made it a lot easier to deal with the fluffy Suri silk yarn. And I'm not going to be able to really show you because I can't spread the whole thing out, as I have not finished the row. Yeah, Kat, I know, this is super interesting. So I have to say, yesterday when I was knitting on it, actually my boyfriend found this thing more interesting than the cat did, which is not true right now. So here is the current status of this shawl. Yeah, hi. I know, it's so interesting. And where exactly is my stitch marker? Oh yeah, of course it's here. Let's see if I can turn it around and actually show you. You can see this is where my not finished row is. That's the amount of stitches I didn't finish. And here's my stitch marker. So you can see how much I knit yesterday. I am now at 55% for this center panel. No. Why are you trying to chew on this? You always do the most stupid things on camera. Do you realize that? So this is where my first hank of fluff ends, and I've left a little tail because I'm going to cake up the second skein and then do the magic knot so I can just keep knitting. Yeah, and I will do that later today. The caking up and the keeping knitting. So we are now slowly but surely reaching the end of stupid itchy nose. The end of the main body part. So I have only 66 rows, I think, left. The percentage is now going faster because the rows are so much longer. So I'll try and have this done by the end of the week, and then I'll have to figure out how to do the side panels. I have read and reread. Yeah. Did you see that? Pretending to clean herself and then trying to catch the cable. You're not sneaky at all. I'm trying to finish this by the end of the week. I have read and reread the instructions for the side panels, and I'm not entirely sure I get what I'm supposed to do, but I would like to get into it so I can try if I understand what they want me to do. I also have to put quite a few stitches on hold throughout this, so I'm currently debating how I'm going to do this. Not entirely sure. So far this is still smooth sailing, but it's also mainly just knitting, so it shouldn't be a problem. So, planned project. I have this yarn club here. This is actually the Disney Yarn Club for May from Tudor Rose Yarns. This is supposed to be Beauty and the Beast. It is called The Last Rose. And I am not entirely in love with this yarn. It is not something I think I would stitch to wear anywhere visible. I don't know why, quite honestly. Usually I like the colors, but for whatever reason this just doesn't click with me. So I decided I would use this sock set to do what it's actually supposed to be and knit a pair of socks. I am going to use the video tutorial series that Off the Grid Needle Arts did for her friend Ginger Gerald. She made those available for everyone, and I'm going to try and follow that tutorial and see if I can knit a pair of socks. I'm pretty sure I am not going to be able to wear them except for a second layer of socks above my usual one as a slipper replacement, like I said before. But at least I can say then I have tried and successfully knit a pair of socks, I guess. Let's see how that goes. So I wear a German 38. I think that's an English 5 and an American 7. I'm not entirely sure. So that's a medium size, I think, for socks. Voice breaking like a teenage boy. Yeah, and I have to check that out and see, but one skein should be more than enough to finish a medium-sized pair of socks, especially if I have a second color for the heel and the flap, the toe and the heel flap. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it or if I'm going to put it in the scrap yarn pile, to be honest. I don't know. I don't like the extreme contrast. I mean, she picked up the pink just a tiny little bit in here, but it's really, there's a little bit more. It's really just a tiny little bit, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's pretty. I know. How can mommy not like it? It's basically the color of your eyes. But it's not. But yours. Not getting enough attention. So this is going to be my foray into sock knitting. I don't know how much I like it, but I guess I should I should at least have tried it once. So while the little monster is giving you a little show here, I guess all that's left now is to say goodbye to you. I hope you have a wonderful Monday, even though it's a Monday. And plans for the week as far as videos go. And tomorrow is going to be the diamond painting theme of the month for June wrap up. So if you have participated but have not posted on Instagram and would like me to feature you, please send me your pictures today. I am going to film this video later today and I'm going to edit it so I can upload it tomorrow. So please send them today. I will edit it tomorrow morning. So everything that I have tomorrow morning will be included. Everything that comes after, not going to happen. Also tomorrow is going to be the announcement of the winner of my DIYmoon Shop giveaway. I'm going to draw the winner and post a little extra video for that tomorrow. On Wednesday is going to be the diamond painting theme of the month for the month of July. And then on Thursday and Friday, I am hoping for another daily crafty chat. We'll see how that turns out. All right, guys. I'll let you go. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you will be back tomorrow. All right. Bye-bye.